Welcome to the Blue Cafe Stories. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal and redemption. Please like and subscribe if you are enjoying what you are hearing. Now on to today's story. Wife's lies and inappropriate conversations continue. Rant mostly. I've posted before but it's been a while. We made an attempt to reconcile and rebuild and I've been away a bit. Edit. I'm 34, she's 32. Been together all in all almost 11 years, married almost 5. Long story short. She lives about an hour and a half away for work. She was having inappropriate mildly conversations with her previous boss and spending time drinking with him. He randomly was in town and they went drinking. Ended up at her place. She called me crying saying he came into her and was being creepy. Said she made him leave. This was May 2019. I believed this fully. I had no reason to mistrust at this time. After this she began making major efforts to talk with him more and see him more. She would travel down to my town, go drinking with him and supposedly others, and then come to my apartment to sleep before driving back home for work. Eventually I picked up on what was happening and went through her phone. I found nothing overtly incriminating, but there was enough to know what was up. I'm unsure they had sex, but they were rather flirty and planning trips to see each other. Pretty sure I caught it before they had sex, but that's irrelevant. After this she claimed no contact with him. She sent him a message in front of me saying the contact was inappropriate and that she values me and needs to put me first. I had cheated when we first started dating and she gave me a chance, so I felt that she deserved a chance. We started trying to focus on us more, traveled a bit, and then seemed to fall back into routine. From there I told her I'd like to reconcile and make things work for the future. I told her then there is no room for more lies or more inappropriate discussions. She came clean at this point that she had another entanglement. This one I was unaware of and turned out to be highly sexually charged. I do not know if they had sex, but I believe they did. There were many discussions she disclosed about sexting, and specifically a lot revolves around him finishing inside her. She told me all of this and also that she had purchased a remote vibrator for him to use while they were at work. She claimed she never used it because when they tried, the remote didn't have enough range from his office. I do not believe this. From here I should have left. For some reason I felt she'd been honest when I asked her to, and so I should try to see where we could go. This was December of 2019. Since then I have caught her talking with him, and including sexual innuendo at least 3 to 4 times. She's refused to cut him out because she works with him and can't get another job right now because of the pandemic. She said she just keeps making mistakes and doesn't mean to. I moved into a new place in June. She and her family came to help, and I later found out she was telling him she wanted to have fun physically and likes it hard via text while sitting having dinner with me and her family. I cannot seem to get myself to pull the trigger on divorce and do not understand why. Anyway. Thanks for reading. Wish I could get myself to drop the hammer and divorce. TL, Dr. Wife's a cheater and a liar. Can't get myself to rip the band-aid off though. She said she just keeps making mistakes and doesn't mean to. These are not mistakes, they are choices. I cannot seem to get myself to pull the trigger on divorce and do not understand why. Because you're normal. I'd recommend working on a good therapist for you. Obviously your wife is not going to stop. You have created no consequences for her. Why should she change? Right? I can't come up with a consequence other than leaving. Here I am, I guess. Then leave. Prepare yourself for more then. Definitely find an impartial ear to speak to about this. I get it. I didn't want a divorce. I wanted my kids to have one mother and one father. I didn't want a split family. so I stayed. He kept cheating. It didn't matter to him, because he wasn't losing anything. But, eventually he lost me. I am no longer intimate with him. I live a separate life. It really depends on what you want. If staying married means she keeps cheating, are you okay with that? I reached out to get a therapist today. I definitely am not okay with her cheating. I think it's really the constant lying that is even worse though. It's just a mess. She's always been the type that won't change behavior without consequences. Unfortunately, the only consequence here can be losing me. Return the favor then. Start withholding intimacy, while giving it to other women, start seeing escorts frequently, develop FWB relationships, start dating again, etc. Basically explore your other options. If this doesn't get her to snap out of it, then it could lead to her filing. You win in both outcomes. In the first, your wife is back, and in the second, you can have your freedom back. Neutral face, you're not okay with her cheating? Based on what? I'm in the same boat. I found out the first time in 2016. There have been several more times since then, with lots of apologies and promises to change. We're going through it again right now, but I'll be filing for divorce tomorrow. I realized that I was somehow waiting for someone to tell me it was okay for me to leave, that I was the good person and didn't have to suffer anymore. I then gave myself that permission. That's such a good point. I feel like I'm waiting until I feel it's okay. Like waiting for someone to give me permission. That's the wrong way to look at it though. Exactly. I was running and thinking, and the permission thought came to me. That's when I acknowledged that I was the only person who could give that permission. Then I broke down crying in the middle of the street. Just realize that you are worth more than a person that continually refuses to choose you and your well-being first. I'm in the same boat. My H is living with the hour 5 years but won't file and still comes to see me all the time. I for some reason do not want to lose him, and I'm pretty sure it is my fear of being alone and another person winning. I need to find the strength. When she says she keeps making mistakes, what she means is that she keeps getting caught. If she considered the relationship a mistake, it would have ended already. She's sitting at dinner with you and her family while she's sexting him. She absolutely isn't going to stop this. It shows a complete lack of self-control or respect for you, and you can never trust someone that doesn't respect you, because their desires will always come first. It's time for the hammer. Others will not love and respect you until you love and respect yourself. The first step to respecting yourself would be to get this person out of your life. Then take time to make you the kind of person you want to be, and from there you will be ready for a relationship that has a chance to work. It's hard to feel bad for you. This marriage clearly has to end. Take action. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please like and subscribe.